Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Till, as in Emmett, what's the deal with? We're going to talk about that movie, the impact it has had on the nation, the community, and just my general thoughts on the movie in general. Well, my thoughts. I can't call it a review because I haven't seen the movie, but I want to give you my thoughts. Now, before I give you my thoughts, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page. Okay. Till. For those of us who are in the know, for those of us who are aware of what happened, Till is the story that recounts the events that resulted in the death of young Emmett Till in 1955. It makes me uneasy just talking about it because, I mean, we live in a day and age where these kinds of things still have the potential to happen. Hopefully not of that magnitude. But I have seen the picture of Emmett Till several times in his casket and what was done to him, the bloated face and the swollen face, and just, and Mamie Till saying she wanting the world to see what they did to her baby. Okay. This video is going in two different directions. I'm going to try to maintain. The first direction it's going in is, of course, outrage. These kinds of movies almost always create outrage, not some wide public one, but just outrage to the point where people are just like, I'm aware that this goes on, but I have to make a concentrated effort to keep my mind focused on other things and doing other things so that I don't sit and dwell and perseverate too much on this one thing, because this one thing isn't going to make me or break me. This one thing isn't going to change the whole world. But at the same time, know that these kinds of things exist in the world. Know that the woman who was supposedly whistled at, but then recanted her story after the man, well, I ain't gonna say recant, but lied on the young man and have nothing happen to her, and that this woman is still walking around on the earth to this very day, alive. I don't know what kind of guilt she's dealing with, but if she ain't dealing with none, that might be the problem right there. And it's January, but I just want to let you know, I don't do my Black History thing just in February, because our history cannot be contained in the span of 1 month. If it can, then you need to do it with everybody's history. Everybody's history need to be contained in 1 month, but it's not. I feel like it's more a name than anything else, but back to Till. My thing with Till is the argument could be presented that either we are not ready or we are tiring of seeing these types of movies. Chinwe Chukwu, I think I said your name correctly. This is no reflection on you as a director. I just think, for me personally, as a Black man in this country, maybe if movies of this nature are presented in a way other than the same way, But I mean, how many ways can you present a movie like Till and not have it evoke emotion? That's all this movie can do is evoke emotion. It's that type of movie. So when this movie evokes said emotions and people start to feel a certain way about those emotions, whose fault is it that the people who saw this movie feel the way they feel after they seen the movie? I mean, some people don't radicalize it. Some people just take it for what it is. It's a movie. I feel this way inside about the movie. Oh, the movie made me cry. Oh, the movie made me angry. And they can move on and get a wheatgrass shake or some tofu or some sushi and live their best life. Whereas there are those of us who say, I will not go and see this movie because I know what happened to that young man and it was a travesty and I will not do this and I will not do that. And that's cool. Such is your option. I mean, I chose to. And I tell you, you want to know why? Me, D Real, didn't go see it because after 12 years a slave, I was done with seeing our suffering. Okay. So, unless it's like the best movie about civil rights in the world, like I can watch Malcolm X over and 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 over. Not because it's a movie about Malcolm X, but Spike Lee and writers and whoever did did the screenplay, I assume Spike Lee laid that movie out in such a way to where I could digest it because I saw Malcolm X the man before I saw Malcolm X the icon. You see what I'm saying? So I can watch that movie. It didn't so much focus on, okay, yeah, we living in a time where white people have rights over us and treated us a certain way, but the movie only focused on that when it needed to. And this is why I kind of go in with movies like about slavery and movies about civil rights and movies about, racism and things of that nature with a grain of salt because I don't want to see that same trope, that suffering, that pain, that trauma. You know what I mean? I know it existed. Haven't we spoken about it enough to know that it's a fact that that type of shit existed? And still persists to this day? Why do I have to keep going seeing movies like that? And from what the numbers saying, folks ain't going to seeing that movie like that. Look here, 7.2 rating. That means it's a decent movie. The bird. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Who's all in that movie? Oh, Jalen Hall. Okay, he's playing Emmett Till. And Haley Bennett is anyway. There, that's that right there. Look at that. $33 million budget, opening weekend only made $242,269. Yo, bruh, it sounds to me like a lot of people either didn't see it or was it a marketing thing again? Did Till not have enough marketing to where enough people were alerted that there was a movie about Emmett Till being made? Did people not know that? I don't know. It's kind of what I wonder about. The low numbers. Same thing with the movie Devotion. What is it about these period pieces that nobody wants to see anymore? Or is this becoming a trend? I don't know. I don't take it as nobody wants to see movies with Black people in it. I take it as those period pieces have been done. Put something in that movie about that period that I'm either not expecting to see or that hasn't been done before. Just a theory. That's what I think the issue may be. What do y'all think? Why aren't movies like Till, The Woman King, Devotion, why aren't we showing up to see these movies? Like we showing up to see these Disney movies, like we showing up to see these Avatar movies. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it a trend in 2023 to show up and represent the representable. Because movies like Woman King, Devotion, and Till, I do not think they were terrible movies per se. I've seen where enough people were alerted that there was a movie about Emmett Till being made. Did people not know that? I don't know. It's kind of what I wonder about. The low numbers. Same thing with the movie Devotion. What is it about these period pieces that nobody wants to see anymore? Or is this becoming a trend? I don't know. I don't take it as nobody wants to see movies with Black people in it. I take it as those period pieces have been done. Put something in that movie about that period that I'm either not expecting to see or that hasn't been done before. Just a theory. That's what I think the issue may be. What do y'all think? Why aren't movies like Till, The Woman King, Devotion, why aren't we showing up to see these movies? Like we showing up to see these Disney movies, like we showing up to see these Avatar movies. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it a trend in 2023 to show up and represent the representable. Because movies like Woman King, Devotion, and Till, I do not think they were terrible movies per se. I've seen one of them, well, two of them. So what is it? That we are not showing up to represent us cinematically. I mean, we want this Black representation with superheroes, and we want this Black representation in other areas, but shouldn't we give patronization to those that are there? Or do we just say, that ain't what we want, so we ain't fooling with you? It's a slippery slope to navigate, but I mean, ultimately, it comes down to choice. And what I choose to watch, I'm going to watch. And what I choose not to watch, I'm not. That sounds like a cop-out. That sounds like an oversimplification, but that is what it is. Again, like I said, a slippery slope to navigate. We're going to have to come at them from different angles. We're going to have to come at them with something they haven't seen before. We're going to have to come at them with some razzle dazzle, not the okey doke. You know what I mean? Yeah, people who know. You know what I'm saying? The heads that know. Let's put our heads together and get it together. Thought y'all thought. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.